It's like everything got destroyed, and then
Right.
bands of men got together and rebuilt it. And then you
That's
got the
why.
strange. One more
Sorry, go on.
thing cleaned up. You got the copy and pasting of the Merovingians and the Carolinians in Europe, and not matching Byzantine records.
Right. I don't know much about that. Those names I'm not familiar with.
Yeah,
Yeah.
evidence of historical reconstruction to me is what it looks like. The Anglo-Saxons were involved in this, and the Vikings, I think,
Right.
and
That's
perhaps
why
not trying to deceive anyone.
Hey,
right.
I got a question. What do you think about this, right? How come the first globe model was only in 1492? If they knew that the Earth was a globe for thousands of years, where's all of the stone model globes, right? Where's all of these documents that have 3D drawings of like a 3D sort of, like a globe drawn, uh, and all of that kind of thing? How come that doesn't
You'd think
exist? If
somebody would have tried to carve one or something. Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah, there should be thousands of them, right? Like nothing, not one.
right. Where's all the speculation about land and the drive to explore, where they know that there has to be a place to go, but they haven't reached? I mean, there
This
is evidence that they've grown the dimensions of the available land with what they've explored.
right. This is why I think, right, that there's been, this whole new world thing, right? I think that I speculate that they weren't talking about a new land called the New World. They were literally like trying to rediscover the world that they once known because it had changed, right? So that was the new world, right? All these maps and stuff from like from Europe that we get out of Europe from a few hundred years ago was their endeavor to rediscover the changes that had taken place after some sort of cataclysmic event. It was a new world. It wasn't America, it was the whole world had changed. So they had to rediscover it, basically. They were sending their best people out to go like go find out what's happened. Let's let's make sense of this, basically. I don't know, it's a speculation of mine. This new world thing was misinterpreted as being like placed upon a country, a new land that they didn't know existed. I don't think that's the case. And this is why I asked earlier about Eratosthenes' map, right? Like, was that his best attempt to try and portray the way that because he was supposed to have been, if he existed, right? He was supposed to be the curator of the Library of Alexandria, right? He had
Yeah,
his hands on every single piece of information document that was coming through there. I mean, like it's said that sailors and explorers went there to peruse through the maps, and they weren't allowed to take them, but they could copy them, right? They say that's where Piri Reis, how he ended up
yep.
with his outlines of like Antarctica coastline and other things, and other sailors that we look at their maps and go, how did they freaking know this place existed? They that wasn't supposed to have been discovered yet. I think they had, right? But they are a lot different than they are today. Then, right? Sorry, today and then a lot different, right? And we attribute that to lack of knowledge, lack of skill. Like it was a good try, right? But maybe they had it down, and that's actually the way the world looked back then. And there was something, there was an event that changed everything. And then when things settled down, We started getting our shit back together. We started sending people out to like see what had actually taken place and what changes the environment, had undergone. The new world.
Yep. Yeah, how the map convention had somehow gone from east being at the top to north being at the top. Yeah, there are all kinds of interesting things like this. The geological record showing in some areas that they've explored, the magnetic field was oriented like almost 90 degrees off from where it is today. Right, they're able to look at the geology and see the dipole alignment of rocks, and the dipole alignment's like 90 degrees off from the current magnetic field in places. And they wonder if everything was aligned previously to a different magnetic north.
Right. And I mean, like, obviously something happened because, like, they're finding all these giant structures in megalithic, places. Some of them in ruins, right? But with obvious signs of advanced architecture, right? And who do they find there? Like primitive cultures, like barely able to like invent a wheel, like so. And those people saying we didn't build that, but modern day, you know, researchers attributing it to them anyway because of their incredulity. I can't imagine anything else, right? Like
Yeah.
it has to have been them. They just don't remember, or they're lying to us or something. Why would you not take the word of the people that live there,
And yeah, they're like, we didn't build this shit. Like,
right?
yes, you did.
Yeah, there is a huge disconnect. Why don't these people remember their own history? Why don't we all remember their history? There shouldn't be a mystery about who built the pyramids and who built Pumapunku and who built Tiahuanaco and who built all these other places. There shouldn't be a memory loss. Why is there such a big one? Even amongst their own people, there shouldn't be one.
Yeah. It's
Those
why
those cultures should have
catastrophism has a,
preserved their history somehow.
yeah. In recent times, right, we've seen catastrophism start to peak up again. People worried about catastrophes from the ground, from the sky, from the ocean warming, the methane bubbling, the ring of fire becoming fiery, cosmic lights in the sky. People are worried, right? And so these ancient civilizations, they built monuments often in alignment with the stars. And one interpretation is to say, well, look, we look at when these were built, when we look at like the cataclysm of the Dark Ages comet, which may be the same as the Bronze Age collapse, which may be the same as the Younger Dryas, we don't know. But it looks like an ancient people was obsessed with watching the sky to make sure potentially that it wouldn't do a weird sky thing again and wipe people out. So we're going to build these monuments, right? We're going to build these. We're going to erect them with such strength and prominence that future people will be able to use these to check the alignment of the stars and know, and hopefully get advanced warning of when the next cataclysm will be. It's almost to me like too that they in the 1400s maybe they discovered something or came across something. Like, you want to talk about conspiracy and elite ideation, maybe some of them started to figure out that history wasn't what they thought. There's something weird going on with this, and that's why they launched all these explorations. They're like, all right, we need to get to the bottom of this. Let's go explore the world. So they did this, and then they did it again with the International Polar Year in the late 1800s under the Habsburg Empire. And it almost seems like in that case they were driven by an investigation into what happened. In the 1880s, the Habsburg Empire organized an event called the International Polar Year. It was the most well-funded, most well-coordinated worldwide effort to figure out what the hell this place is that there ever was up to this point in history. They included the United States, Russia, various countries in England, all organized by the Habsburgs out of then in Austria. And so they sent exploration teams to the north and the south. They actually used balloons to go over ice fields. And they even tried to experiment with rocketry, which was brand new at the time, because the Russian scientist Konstantin Tsiolkovsky had just completed the rocket equation, had many successful rocket launches. So they were wondering what they could do with rockets. They didn't end up using them, I think, until the next international polar year that took place 50 years later in 1933. And that's an interesting point in time. What's also interesting is all data from the second International Polar Year expedition in 1933 had been lost, according to them. And then the third one came with the space race in the 1960s and 70s, which is kind of still going on. There was a fourth one in 2008 and a fifth one planned here in like 2033. Yeah, the fourth International Polar Year was in 2008. Like these massive worldwide efforts involving Antarctica, involving space, involving geology and mapping, these are going on almost like beneath the public's nose. We're all watching the political infighting in Hollywood and sports games, and it's like the elite are obsessed, probably for good reason, whether or not there is a cataclysm that they're watching, but they're obsessed with figuring out what this place is. And they're not really sharing the results publicly. Like, we have to point out to people all the time that there are two south magnetic poles, not one, according to them. Yeah, they claim that there are three magnetic poles. How many more could there be? How many more have there been? Have there been any times where there wasn't any? What if the
There's two
magnetic
south
field was oriented
magnetic,
towards the east? Huh?
two south magnetic poles, not one geographical and one magnetic. There's two magnetic.
Yeah, they're both magnetic. Yep, there's one that is relatively fixed near 90 degrees south, close to Vostok Base.
What the heck?
And the people in Vostok Base
And that's
specifically study the more fixed one down there. And I know people who've been there personally who've done magnetic field studies at Vostok.
And there's another one that moves. Is there like the north one? There's a south one that moves like the north, or
Yeah, there's a south one that moves, and it moves, yeah, with much greater variability today than the north. And the south one wanders almost in between like the Antarctic coastline and the southwest Australian coastline.
well, I wonder if there's a north one that's fixed, and they just don't tell us about it.
That'd be interesting.
when I'm looking it up, it's saying that the geographical one is not magnetic.
They call it a dip pole because they say that the compass dips down towards the Earth at that second point. Like, if it's not magnetic, then what's causing the declination around that point? I'm kind of curious why they'd say it's not magnetic.
Doesn't that magnetic field line map that
Yeah.
we show that there's pretty much two south poles, magnetic
Yeah,
south
they
poles?
do. The World Magnetic Model. Yep.
I think the spherical coordinate system, the points, longitude lines meet at the geographical South Pole. But then on that magnetic declination chart, don't those lines they meet like just off the coast of Antarctica at the magnetic south? And who's like
No,
what
there's the third point you're
confirmation do
missing,
we have
DJ, on that
of?
map.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the reason why you see along at the bottom of that map, along the bottom edge, you have magnetic field lines that are straightening out, pointing south to the very bottom of the map's edge, not to the dip pole by Australia. Those are converging
Right.
to the other magnetic field point.
Do we have a different projection? Maybe like
Yeah,
a globe projection of this?
yeah.
Let me
And I've
check. I
posted the
think I've got.
24/7. Probably in pickled minds. Hold on.
I've got this interview with Dr. Patrick Alkin, who's a research scientist for the National Geophysical Data Center. He works for NOAA. And he explains in this interview how they have absolutely no idea what's going on with Earth's magnetic field and how they can't predict what it's going to be doing in the future.
Yeah,
I'll post
Whitbit
it.
used to talk about that.
Yeah, that's where I heard about it actually. Then I looked the guy up. Here's the original video that the clip from Whitsit's video is from this one. All right, Yoda. Yeah, I see what you posted. Check this out.
Yeah, they call them dip poles. Literally dip poles because of the compass needle dipping. Their claim, not mine.
That's crazy. It looks like they converge into 2 points, like you were saying.
Yeah, they even describe it that way. But you're also right to point out in a lot of literature out there, people don't know about this, and they said, oh, there's only one south magnetic pole. Like, okay, well then, what's this over here?
What the
Oh,
heck?
that I don't know if that's magnetic. I mean, maybe you're misinterpreting that. No, I'm actually not, because you can pull up not only these declination charts, but magnetic field line strength charts that they create, that they claim to have mapped and measured, and they're showing you the strength of the field and the vectors changing and pointing to these two locations, and then they describe them both as dip poles. They describe them all as dip poles. And they literally, like, if you were to take your compass and walk over this point on the ground, your compass needle would point straight down if it were fixed to like a rotating ball instead of a flat spindle. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, all of which to point out there's a big mystery out here, and I do think that, while they can't like necessarily classify as a matter of national security scientific discoveries, they certainly can not report on them, and they can guard them and make sure people don't discover them if that's the case. There's some kind of area you can't go to. I mean, we've seen them do this with like the Grand Canyon and with Powell's Cave and with Lake Mead and all kinds of other interesting cases. And that's mainly for archaeological reasons, but maybe that's not all. Yeah, I
I
mean,
would
I kind
think
of go.
with the top, how come the north doesn't look anything like the south when it comes to the magnetic field lines?
Yeah, there are three
Like
poles. Like
completely
there's one in the
different.
north and two in the south. Okay.
Yeah, and just the
Yeah.
layout of the lines and everything, it just looks completely different. That's weird.
Yeah, I think the sloppy declination in the south is mainstream interpreted as there actually being two magnetic poles. And the interplay of their two fields causes magnetic declination to do all these crazy things while the field sorts itself out and equalizes. So the other thing is they say the magnetic field is becoming less coherent over time. which is what's shielding us from plasma in space above our heads from frying the Earth. They say what will happen is if these poles wander too much, it's a sign that the field strength is weakening, and we'll see more auroras. We could see more blackouts. We could actually see random fires starting because of this cosmic ray problem. Basically, little micro EMP bursts frying electrical equipment here and there, and causing auroras in places as far south as Mexico and Florida, like we've been seeing here in the United States. So, and then they say more magnetic poles might start forming, and more and more and more, and then the whole Earth is covered by magnetic poles, and then eventually the whole thing becomes so incoherent that it blips out of existence. But because it's part of a process, the magnetic poles reactualize and just form at a different angle, and now you got a pole shift. I don't see why that can't happen on a flat Earth. Why we can't have cycles of like magnetic field disarray, and I mean, especially if you're observing something like that happening right now,
What if they're
and
really?
there's
It's
geological
really.
evidence.
So what if it's really two North Poles?
Yeah, to me, like if this realm is going to be stable, I don't know that it is. Like, don't you want like an even number of poles, people? Like, wouldn't there be a quadrupole or something? I mean, people suspected this, right? That the two magnetic poles that you see on the sphere map are actually at opposite ends of the Earth from one another.
Right. Maybe that's why they're not making much sense of all the field lines, like because they're misinterpreting it
Yeah. And it's funny
because of the
because you
bias.
do have like a West Antarctica and an East Antarctica too.
Right. The east is the like the main body or chunk of land that's actually under the ice, right? And there's the rest is like like in a little archipelago or something, right?
Yeah.
Like a series of islands, smaller islands, isn't it? Or is that the west? Is it the other way around? I can't remember.
No, you got it.
What's with them calling that place something fire? Like um, it's marked on some maps as being the land of fire or something. It's like, wait, isn't it covered in ice? Like, where's that coming from? What do you mean fire? Land of fire? It's like off the tip of Chile or whatever, isn't it?
Tierra del Fuego.
Right. What's with that? Where does it come
Yeah, I
from?
don't know. That's weird. Gonna call like the coldest place on on that continent a land of fire.
Right. Was it humor? Yeah. Or was it the or was it? Is it remnants of something from long ago?
Right. So
Residue of a world that we're unfamiliar with.
right, an old world.
almost as flat as Palestine. Oh, the map.
Well, I might have to jump out and jump back in. Because sometimes, Yodi, you're talking and you're not
Yeah.
lighting up for me. And then now when you're not talking, you're just constantly lit up.
Oh, that's weird. Yeah.
There we go.
Wow, whatever that guy said, bro, that was just that was stupid.
The Palestine guy.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Yeah, that's just typical this brain rot type of character that
That's
works
not even.
around.
That's like that's like caveman levels of intelligence.
Yeah, yeah.
Holy crap!
That was all he could think of to say.
I'm making a quesadilla
Yeah,
right
that's
now.
quesadilla. Nice.
Quesadilla. I don't know. Quesadilla. Damn it, Napoleon!
Mexican food.
Make yourself a quesadilla.
Oh, good. All right. Hamoudi's typing. Look out. It's going to be a
Oh no!
globe proof coming into the chat.
Hey, we're so terrified, bro. We're running in
Mister,
fear.
Mister, it
Yo,
exists, but we just can't measure it.
hello, my
It
friend.
exists, but we can't measure it.
Hello.
Oh,
Hello,
Anon. Hello, Anon.
how are you doing, T-Dub? Long time no see.
Yeah. Good to see you, man.
Oh man, we can't prove it, but it exists, guys. It's good stuff. Plug my controller in.
Are you people still on the five same truths, or did you actually find out some reality?
Yeah, what are you talking about, man?
Oh, yeah. Lay it on us, man. Hit us. What do you
Huh?
got?
What you got, bro?
NASA is fake, guys. Can we agree on that one?
Sure. Yeah, it's a
Okay.
bunch of actors.
Yes. Most of them, for sure. I don't know if 100% of them, but let's say many of them for sure.
I think the majority of them don't understand, right, that it's fake. And then, right, the ones that are astronauts, yeah, they're actors.
Yeah, I mean, maybe.
Right? Because not everyone there is going to space. Just some of them.
But none of them came out yet, right?
What do you mean by that?
I mean, like normally, if there is a big conspiracy going on, there is always a whistleblower, right?
Yeah, I mean, think about it like this. Either you got two consensuses here, right? Either one, they're being held captive because of their life, right? Or they're getting paid some crazy ass amount of money, right? And we already know one of those is true.
But would you not think that before they die, they will open up?
Nope.
Yeah, there have been some. There have been some.
Okay, there has been one, brother, and he's basically not saying the Earth is flat. He's basically saying I have not been to space or something like that.
No,
So
there's a bunch. There's a bunch of people that have come out.
Yep.
There's NASA employees that have come out about. Wait, hold on a second. Are you talking about lying about going to space, or are you talking about that the Earth is flat?
I mean, I think we by default agree that NASA is fake. So
Okay. Yeah.
so
Right. So what? You think the other space agencies, like the Chinese space agency, is telling the truth, though?
I mean, we don't know because we don't have like 100,000 videos of them green screening.
Yeah,
are just
the
assuming that.
Chinese footage, dude. If you think that the NASA footage looks fake, you should look at the Chinese footage. You should look at the Japanese footage or the Soviet footage. It looks 100 times worse than NASA's footage.
I don't know, bro.
India's footage, bro. Have you looked at India's footage? It's freaking
No,
hilarious.
do not bring up the India footage, bro.
The only footage they basically publish is like whatever. We have a robot on the moon or whatever. But obviously,
Did you look at the footage of it though? Like they showed footage of it rolling onto the moon from the spaceship. It's so funny. Like I don't know how anyone could think that it's real. And then there's footage of China landing something on the dark side of the moon, and it looks so funny and hilariously fake. Like no adult in there that's looked into it should think that that's real footage. I mean, you can believe them if you want to, but the footage looks worse than NASA's footage, and NASA's footage looks ridiculous.
No, but there is a difference, you know. The difference
Yeah,
is
what's that?
the difference is that for NASA we actually see the green screen many times, so we actually know it's fake. It not only looks fake. Do you understand what I mean? The difference
When do you
is,
see a green screen? When do you see a green screen in NASA footage?
I mean, hundreds of times, bro. What are you saying?
You don't see a green screen.
But we see them basically teleporting balls into the into the view, and
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah,
Yeah, I'd
basically
agree with him on
we
that.
can agree that even if you are in space, teleportation should not work. You know what I mean? Like it's pretty obvious, right? That if NASA basically uses teleportation animations and whatever for their views, that might not be true. You know what I mean? Like that's probably true. That's not true.
We believe in nothing, Lebowski. Nothing. We are nihilist, Lebowski.
But yeah, that's a problem. The flat earthers, they always come to the conclusion, right? If NASA is fake or if some video is fake, that basically everything has to be fake, right? And I would say
No.
No one said that.
My argument is more that all of the space footage, it's not able to be verified, right? So like without having to say it's fake, people can't go and check any of that. It's just all faith-based stuff. So at the end of the day, people can choose to believe it if they want to, but it's always just going to be like trust. Like they have to trust them and have faith in them. Where they could be lying if they wanted to trick people and put out fake footage that looks like what we see, then they could do that. It's not.
Your belief system.
Yeah, we're at their mercy. You know, we're at their fucking mercy.
Your belief system is basically made up by not believing in that, right? While you are also not capable of proving it or disproving it. So,
well, I don't rely on that. I don't think that they're lying about.
Let me finish.
I don't think.
Let me finish the sentence first. All beliefs in that regard, right? To believe that the Earth is round or flat is basically unlogical, because as you just said, you can't prove any of them. What we can do
it's not based on that.
We can be assured that our needs.
I'm a nihilist, Lebowski. I believe in nothing.
Yeah, I mean, it makes more sense to say I don't know, right, than it makes sense to say the Earth is round or it is flat.
Well, we all experience it. We all experience it as flat, and then when we test for curvature, we can't find any. So it's
Yeah,
the
but
logical, it's the logical viewpoint.
Yeah, it's the other way around. Exactly. It's not
Yeah.
the way you're
We don't need to believe.
describing it.
We don't need to believe that it's flat because we all experience it as flat. Some people think it's a globe because that's just what they got told, but they don't have any evidence for it other than, like you said, NASA pictures or India's shitty footage or something like that.
but
The
your
Indian
beliefs,
footage, I
your
would not take
experience
that
is not for
as
anything.
evidence.
Point.
No, we just go out and do like repeatable tests that anyone can go and do themselves
No, but no
and
one
test
is
for the
here has
curvature.
done it. You're just copy pasting things from you have seen on YouTube.
Yeah, no, I've done tons of tests myself. I used to live on the biggest saltwater lake in Australia, and I wanted to check it for myself.
Okay, do you want to
So yeah,
share any data and documentation and videos you have done on that experiment?
no, I wasn't planning on being on Discord. I didn't even know Discord existed back when I did that.
Oh. So basically, you thought you're gonna disprove the craziest thing in the world, but you're not documenting it, right? That was your thought.
I didn't. Yeah, I wanted to check for myself. You
Yeah,
could go
I
and
have
check for
heard
yourself
that.
if you wanted to, as well.
I have heard that 100. If that's basically something someone should believe, I have heard that from basically everyone in the channel.
No, you don't
So
have to. You don't have to believe it. That's the great thing about this. Don't believe anything we tell you. Go and
yeah.
check yourself. That's
I
the
mean,
great thing about
everyone
this.
who checked himself, I found already, has exactly the same argument. I just wanted it to do for myself. I have not done any
Yeah,
documentation.
you should. You haven't done that though, have you? You
No,
haven't
no,
checked.
no, I have not.
Yeah, so I
But
mean,
I
we
know
checked, you
you
didn't
have
check. You can go check. Don't believe anything we tell you. We don't care. Like, we're not here to try to convince you, right? You can go and check for yourself.
Oh, I understand. This channel is not about convincing people. This channel is basically about harassing flat globe tarts, waiting for them to
No, this
join.
is about sharing information with people, volunteering our
Very
time to try to
just
help people to think critically.
I just thought you are. I just thought you have done
You
no
sound like
documentation. It's
you
not
sound
important.
like you so Yoda, right? See, if you see Yoda down the bottom, right? He has cream for sale, and it's for your butt, right? It's butt hurt cream. So you could get some of that, right? Because it sounds like you need it.
I think you are changing
I
the
can put an
topic.
ad. I can put an ad in the side chat for you.
You just
Oh man, this
share
is
it,
good. It's good stuff.
right? And if you want to share information, most of the time, right, if you do experiments, you do documentations of it so you can share these documentations after as information, right? But you just said you proved for yourself that the earth is flat while you have done no documentation. So basically, you have nothing to share outside of your opinion, which makes us
Yeah.
believe or not believe in it. Do you understand? We have to believe you now because you have not done the correct
No,
work.
don't believe me. Don't believe me. Go and do it yourself. Yeah, just go and check yourself. There's the ad in the side chat, right? It's a great product. Globe
That makes
Earthers have given back great reviews so far. It soothed their butt hurt.
Yo, teed up.
It's too their butt.
Yo, teed up.
Oh
Can I
my
ask you
It's
god.
$39.59, by the way,
Yo,
USD.
can I teed up something, maybe? Ah, he left, maybe. Yo, DJ, I have proven that the Earth is round, but I have not done any documentation. Do you believe me now?
No. Mm-mm.
Oh, I don't
No.
believe you. It's very simple.
No,
And
because I
so,
went and checked myself. Yeah.
no, but I don't care because I don't believe you. You don't care that I
You
checked
don't,
myself.
yeah, but you don't have to. I'm not asking anyone to believe me. In
I
fact,
thought
I
you
don't
wanted
tell people. I don't tell
to-
people that they should think that the Earth is flat because I went and did some tests myself back in 2018.
Yeah, but you said this channel.
We have well documented tests, right?
don't have.
Professionals have gone out with
No one has.
yeah. Do you think that they're fake? Like Dr.
Oh, yeah,
John
I don't
Dee's
believe
tests?
anyone on YouTube, bro. Not anyone who tells people.
Really? No one. So you don't believe anyone on YouTube?
Yeah.
Really, everybody on YouTube is a liar just because they're on YouTube.
Oh no, I'm not saying.
Who do
that
you
because
believe? What about Facebook? Do you believe anyone on Facebook?
I mean, I don't know why you are.
Where
Getting
should
so
people upload content, right? Let's say I had my own observation,
crazy.
right?
Why do you always
But
want to?
I uploaded, let's say I had my own observation and I upload it to my YouTube channel. Would that mean it's false because I put it on YouTube?
No, but it still would mean that I have to trust some random person I don't know on the internet, right?
You don't know me.
Yeah, that's exactly. But now it's even worse, right? Now it's even worse because you said your point in here in this channel is to share information. But the moment you proved something or disproved something, you didn't do any documentation. You
Do you
could
remember
actually
India?
not
Do you
only
remember
information.
India?
I want to finish the sentence. So
Anon.
the only
Do
information
you remember
you can
India?
is you
Do you remember?
personal
Do you
experience.
remember India?
Everyone has to believe
India.
on you. That there is
Do
nothing else.
you remember India 007?
I don't know. I remember the Indian footage. Yeah, I don't know if that's 007
Indio 007, the guy he has
or.
the
Yeah, yeah.
primate profile picture. Yeah, right. So he did his own tests. Do you want me to present his tests?
I have already also seen the flat Earth man. How is he called? Observations and whatever. He did documentation at least. That was a little bit impressive.
Yes, but that didn't convince you of anything, did it?
I mean, it gave me some thoughts at least. You know what I mean? Like, it's
Yeah,
better.
well, but it didn't help.
It's
Didn't help,
already
did
better
it? So,
than someone's belief system. You know what I mean? Like, basically, you are sharing information without having written anything down, and you are since 7 years in this community.
yeah, but I'm not sharing my tests with anyone. I'm sharing tests that other people have done.
It
that
just
I've
feels very
studied.
lazy. Someone want to try to share informations for many years on a Discord channel, but then he didn't do any documentation to it to actually share
Right. So
some.
you were talking about how the other space agencies besides NASA might not
No,
be
I'm talking
lying,
about
but
you now because
you haven't done any space tests, right?
no,
You're just expecting me to believe in these other things, right? And they have YouTube channels. They're
I
on
don't believe.
YouTube.
I don't believe in the
So it
flat
has
Earth.
to be false because it's on YouTube, right?
I never said that.
You just said that a minute ago. You did say
No,
that.
I
You
said.
said you don't believe anything that's on YouTube.
I said okay. In the flat Earth topic, obviously it's very easy to
Oh,
fake
but
it.
if it's a globe Earth, and it's on YouTube, that's okay. But if
No,
it's
but
flat
if
Earth and
someone
it's on
tells me
YouTube, it has to
basically
be
on
false.
YouTube if someone tells me that basically in Iran was a school with children bombed, okay, then I'm probably gonna believe that because there is some kind of hard evidence behind that saying. Do you see? But if someone tells me I
Right.
have done an observation 7 years ago and I have done no documentation or proof or videos or anything of it, I'm just
Yeah, what
telling
about people that did? What about people that documented it and you can see something that should be hidden behind hundreds of feet of curvature?
you didn't do
What's
any
your
document.
rebuttal?
You didn't
Yeah,
do any
not
document.
me. Yeah, so
Okay.
someone else.
So,
Someone else did it. So
yeah.
what's your rebuttal? What's your rebuttal to that?
Bro, you know, it's funny because
Answer the
basically,
question. Answer the question.
you let me
What's your
speak with
rebuttal?
me all the time. It's very
No,
annoying.
I asked you a question. You didn't
I will.
answer it.
Can I answer the question?
Right.
Or?
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
answer the question that I asked. Go ahead.
Okay. I started this debate with NASA is fake. Okay, so everything on NASA on YouTube, I don't believe. Do you see? I'm just saying. I don't believe anything the elite tells me. I don't believe our governments. I don't believe the
Who do you
reptiles.
believe? Who do you believe? Who do you
I
believe? China? Believe China?
know they are
China?
fucking sadistic as well,
What
like
about
America.
India? Do you believe India is the
India,
truth?
why are you racist now, bro? I don't know.
Really, I'm
That's
racist.
crazy.
I
Am I
mean,
racist
when you
towards white people
indicate,
now? If I talk like this, does that make me racist now towards white people?
I mean,
Just because white people talk like that? If I do
yeah, but
Indian accent, then I'm
can't be
racist
white,
towards Indian people?
racist against whites by default because they are superior in every regard on this earth because they are basically the colonialists and we have everything and they have nothing, dude. Racism always comes from a point of oppression. Do you understand? The whites are not oppressed.
I'm sure there's Indian people that have a fuckload more money than you do, bro. Driving
Yeah,
around in Lamborghinis and shit.
Indian people starving and there is no white people starving.
Really? There's no white people
That's
starving.
insane, bro. That's actually insane what you just said.
Okay, so where are the white people starving? Where are the white people getting bombed?
Have you heard of Skid Row?
Yet the
Like,
junkies blowing up
Yeah.
who hit themselves
Oh my
out.
gosh,
Yeah,
bro.
You do realize that some
Guys,
junkies
I
have
can't.
children, right?
oh my God, bro. Are you now
Totally.
arguing for the white suppression because of Skid Row? Because your people are taking so many drugs that they can't control their life anymore?
Your people, dude, they
Yeah,
got like heroin
the Americans,
dispensaries in Switzerland, bro.
okay, the Americans.
They got
yeah,
heroin dispensaries in Switzerland, bro.
yeah, but no one in
Yeah,
Switzerland is
but
living in an area like Skid Row. We have no Skid Row in Switzerland. We do have monkeys, but they still
yeah,
have
it's
food.
because rich
house,
people pay to keep
and
Skid Row off the streets.
my God. Our junkies are also fucked by life. Just want to be honest, junkies always bad, but they are still
Listen to him
clean.
destroy his
They
own
are
argument.
still somewhat life. Do you understand? They're not
Yeah,
sound.
okay,
Kids are
yeah. You
fat,
destroyed your own
right?
argument. Good
And
job, tool bag.
driving
Okay,
around in
let's go back
Porsches.
to the argument about belief systems, okay? The point is, obviously, on YouTube, there is a lot of trash. The point is that if you believe that everything the government creates to create an hallucination or an illusion about the round earth for you to believe in something which is not real, then in the same moment you have
no
bad
one said that. No one
in this
said that.
I want to finish the sentence. In the
Nope.
same
Yeah, but you
moment
strawmanned us, so you have to stop talking now. As soon as you strawman, then we
I'm
cut
not
you off.
strawmanning. I'm talking
Yeah, why
about
should
Yeah,
he get to
you
finish
did.
something that's a lie?
I'm not
Yeah.
strawmanning. Okay, anyone in here
Yeah,
believes
you are strawmanning. Yeah.
DJ, what do you believe from ESA, NASA, China, or India's space videos? What do you believe of them? Any of them? Is there one video you believe?
What do I
You
believe
have to
from
believe
them?
in
Is there any
something.
video of them where you say that's probably a real video?
No. I mean, maybe if they show footage of their like facilities or something, yeah, whatever, that's
Oh
fine.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
probably
Okay.
real.
We agree.
Yeah.
We don't care. Is there any video of space of them where you say
No,
that's
there's
probably
no,
All or
there's
nothing
no.
fallacy.
Yeah. So if they're showing me like cartoon looking footage from space, yeah, I don't believe that.
okay? So basically, you're saying everything they're posting is bad, right?
All or nothing
Everything.
fallacy.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
no, I didn't
basically
say everything.
you are saying these people are creating fake videos to make you something believe which is not true, but in the opposite, they could also create all the flat earth videos on YouTube just to create like confusion in our minds, right? We don't
Except we don't
know
have evidence
if
for
all
that
this,
part, right?
we don't know if
Right?
this
That's
Dave,
speculation. So we wouldn't want to speculate on something we have no evidence for, right, guy?
do you know that Dave
Right.
Voice is not a shield for the
This
CIA?
guy's
Just because
going
they could,
crazy,
you
bro.
can imagine they could, doesn't mean we have any evidence or indication that they did.
Yo, can you confirm that Dave Weiss is not a shield for the CIA? I'm just asking.
No, I don't care.
No.
I don't care. I literally don't care
Okay,
about
your
that.
flat earth belief system is
Why
also
should I care?
creating the round
Right.
earth, right?
Why should I care about some other dude on the internet?
I'm just
And
yeah.
that goes for someone claiming to be floating around outside some space vehicle, right? They fixing a bolt. It's like, I don't care.
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
can anyone agree with me? Because I think it's not that unlogical.
No.
What I'm.
Listen, I don't have to have an opinion to be right.
Can anyone agree with me that no one of us knows if they are not playing both
I think
sides
that
of
went
the
over his
game,
head.
they're creating confusion
Yeah.
inside of
Who's
society.
Who's they? You mean
the
like
reptilians, the Illuminati, the Cabal, however you want to call them, bro.
really? You think that they make all the long distance observations and pretend to be flat earthers debunking the globe?
Yeah, why
The same
not?
Illuminati that
Can
you
we
tried to convince us are reptilians.
have by the FBI or no?
No, you sound batshit crazy. That's what's happening here.
The biggest
he's
flat
losing it, bro.
earth community in the world, right? Is 100% CIA and FBI, right?
Yeah, do you think the Rothschilds are reptilians too?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I'm not even disagreeing. Yeah. Why wouldn't I believe that? I mean, they are definitely not human by mass murdering millions of people without
Definitely.
any kind of
Yeah,
emotional
'cause
connection.
humans would never murder humans, right? It has to take a space alien to do that.
I just think that can anyone agree with me that no one of us knows if they are not playing both sides of the game?
Why should I care about some other dude on the internet?
I mean, I don't know, bro. I could not kill 5 million people without getting depressed and getting fucking suicidal. I
Well,
want to be.
now you say you don't know, but you were definitely sure that they were reptilians a second ago, and you said
I
definitely.
mean, I don't know if they're reptilians or if they're just soulless people or if they're heartless or if they're psychopaths. However you want to call them, they are not like I am. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Okay, so they're not reptilian.
I mean, they could be. They are just different than I am. I don't care what they are, actually. I think they are my enemy. That's the only thing that I need to understand.
All right, so why did you call them reptilian?
Because I think everyone understands where the conspiracy comes from, and I don't think there is 100%. I don't think it's illogical that they are not even human. You know what I mean? I think they
Oh,
are my.
for crying out
They're
loud.
definitely not acting human, to be honest.
Reptilians.
Definitely.
It doesn't care what they are, actually. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I stepped away for 2 seconds and we talking about reptilian people, bro.
We're not
Like, this
talking
is
about
this
reptilians.
is insanity, bro.
We are talking about, is it possible that basically all the narratives regarding the shape of the Earth, the concave Earth, the flat Earth, the globe, and all of them are basically created by the same global elite to create confusion and distortion in our minds, dude?
Yeah, on what basis? How would you justify that?
Basis, because they support the left and the right. Do you understand?
That doesn't mean that they're doing what you're accusing them of.
That's the whole trick of them. They support free Palestine movements in
Yes,
secret.
so
They support
that doesn't mean they're doing exactly what you accuse them else of doing.
what?
That's a fallacy of
What's wrong
composition.
with that? Anyway,
The point
This is
is,
crazy, man. Like he
point,
believes all this crazy bullshit, but he can't fathom that I could zoom a camera across a lake.
no, you point. I think you
For
do
real,
it
bro.
technically, but you didn't, and I think that's
He's
very,
losing
very.
his mind, bro. He can't keep his story straight.
No,
are you
no,
an
but
operative, DJ?
you have
Do you work for
absolute
ASIO?
that the Earth is round, yet you are
Yes.
100% convinced. You see, and that makes no sense. It makes no
This
sense to
guy,
believe that the Earth is flat if you have no proof for yourself, actually, right? You are just believing something on the internet while we know that the elites are literally trying to publish bullshit on the internet all day.
sounds schizophrenic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
It
you
really
do.
does,
I
yeah.
don't think I am
Completely
locked in under
schizophrenic.
a container controlled by a superior race or whatever, dude. I'm not in a
What are
container.
you talking about?
Superior.
What?
Hey,
Huh?
hey, let's slow this down, bro. So let me get this straight. So they want us to believe it's a globe, right?
Yeah.
But you're saying that they want us to believe it's flat, bro. Do you know how
Yeah,
stupid
they
that
don't.
sounds?
Yeah, yeah. They
Okay.
don't want you to know. Do you understand? They just want to confuse us in every fucking single.
And a
Every,
simulation. And a multiverse.
And the stimulation.
yeah, you are laughing, but who tells us we are not in the Matrix? Actually,
You're laughing now, but wait till the government comes and they send spies to your house. Bro, shut up.
why would you ever know that you are not digital? You know.
Yeah, you just have to wait for you to be right, but in the meantime, you're wrong. Got it.
No, no, that's
For real.
in the meantime, I
Oh
don't
my god.
organize my life belief system behind a belief system I cannot prove. Do
That's
you see?
peak,
It makes
bro.
no basically it makes no sense to support any kind of fraction on this earth which you can't prove yourself. And you are basically here since 6 years in this Discord, and since 6 years you're repeating the same 5 facts without having any real proof.
Yeah,
You are
yeah,
living
we
in
got the
your
proof.
mind
We can
behind
go through it with you with lasers.
no sense.
Yeah, exactly.
It's actually dumb. You know what I mean? Like following,
Yeah, we can go through
following.
the proof that you say we don't have, which we've done with you before, which you denied because you're like, well, you didn't do it, but this other guy did. So how do you know it's true? And it's like, well, dude, we can. Even
That's
if DJ had actually handled the laser that you said he needs to handle for him to prove it, you would still reject him because to you, anything that anybody else does is not provable unless you do it.
any
So if you're
experiment.
unwilling to go find out for yourself, then you actually have no opinion on the matter. And you could probably exit yourself from this chat and go find some other room to hang out in.
Yo, Yoda, have you done any experiments? You can just provide your documentation if you want, you know.
I have, but I don't have documentation to provide, and I don't need to. And you know, I don't care to
Documentation.
prove
But
anything to
many
you
people
because
are
you don't
lazy
seem to
in
be interested in having
documentation.
an honest engagement. So why should I waste my time with you?
Oh my god, let me prove that the earth is actually flat, but I'm not doing any documentation,
And
guys. That
not to
makes
you, not to you. Okay? Do you not hear what I'm saying? I
no
don't care to
idea what
present
you're
anything to
saying.
you right now.
That's what you're saying, bro. No one believes that shit.
What do you mean no one believes? Well, you don't believe
I
that
have
shit. That
done
doesn't mean no one believes that shit.
any documentation. I have a mobile phone with me 24/7, but I was too lazy to put it out to activate the
No,
camera.
no, 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 that's not the case.
The fuck up,
Not the
man.
case whatsoever. See, what if I were to present you something I did? Your
Yeah, that
response would
would be
be,
impressive, but you are
well,
not. I
well,
don't call
how do I
camera with
know it's not
you
CGI?
are not.
Because that's exactly what happened when other people presented their personal cases to you.
Oh,
You
just
said
the guy on
you
the internet
accused them of
claiming he
presenting
believes in
CG freaking I, and
it.
you said that unless you do it yourself, you can't believe it.
Bro, you are just another guy telling me he did proof, but he didn't do any documentation. Like it's
No, I'm telling you, I'm
99.9%
not going to present what I have because I don't care to. Because
everyone
your behavior
no
doesn't warrant it. Why should I waste my time with you?
it's crazy. Is anyone in here who did experiments by himself with documentation? I'm just asking now.
Why
Anyone?
does that
Maybe
matter? Why can't we use someone else's test with documentation?
because you believe someone else on the internet now. Okay, no
No, it's
problem.
not belief. Listen,
Go
there's
ahead.
a way there's a way to approach this, right?
Yeah.
If what you've found on the internet to comport with what you've done in your own personal world, which includes no witness of any axial rotation, no witness of any Earth curvature anywhere to even measure in the first place, and you come across all this preponderance of evidence from even globe proponents who claim to measure the Earth, saying that they need to dispense with the globe and use a horizontal reference plane, then what's happening is that you're letting the globe proponents speak for you, and the globers are telling you that the Earth measures flat.
In the globe, you are literally
Yeah, you're
trolling.
letting the globers tell you the Earth measures flat while they still believe it's a globe. So why does my personal
No, I
evidence
don't know what you are
enter into the
saying.
conversation
Even
in the
if the
first
Earth
place
was
when
measured,
I can
it doesn't
take what the
make it.
globers claim to measure and show you that they're frustrated until they use a horizontal reference frame and consider
Yeah,
it flat.
you're
I've
repeating
posted dozens of links in the home
the
server
time.
and them here and I've talked about them many times. And every time I want to get into this, you don't want to listen. So why should I waste any personal time of mine showing you my personal observations
What is
when your own globe
measuring?
heroes don't even have the evidence that they need to prove it to you?
Okay, guys.
All right,
What
let's
is
check if any. Shut up,
measuring?
clown. All right, let's check if anyone else in here wants to ask questions. Anyone wants to have a conversation? Kratang, maybe King Charlie. Anyone in here? Otherwise, I'll unmute this clown again. Please save us.
Might have to text mute him. I don't know if he's able to
Oh my
maintain
gosh.
composure.
Oh yeah,
This
text
guy's
mute him
funny,
for
bro.
sure.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. He really went from the talking about all that other stuff.
He's a regular customer,
Yeah,
man. He's
dude.
been doing this shit for
He
a
had
few
me
years.
laughing with the reptilian thing, bro. That shit was funny.
Well, he came in and told us he's schizophrenic and he's on all these drugs for it, and that the Illuminati are reptilians, and he lives in Switzerland, right? I mean,
Um,
dude, if you're going to say that publicly about yourself, then guess what? It's fair game.
But he's really German.
Well, I mean, Swiss people are Germanic, right?
Yeah.
hey, I'm a reptilian. No.
All right. Well, I'm going to head over to English Hub, see if there's anything good happening there.
He's over there. Off you
Oh
go.
my.
Hmm.
Mm. Fuck. What the fuck? Yo. Actually down.
Up this morning, huh?
You know, people really have no idea that, like, they, if they watch some of the film clips from the music industry, the commercial music industry from the 80s, they'd say there's not really a lot of difference between then and now. Like with the immorality and, you know, the satanic shit and all that. It's been around for ages. They think people act like it's new, you know? Oh, look what the world's come to. It's like, yeah, you're a bit late to the party, bro.
Yeah, I was blind in the 80s and 90s and early zeros. We were, you know, we live two. If you do wake up here, you live two separate lives. You know, like, you know, a Clockwork Orange, before and after.
Yeah, it really did start in the 60s, didn't it? Yeah. I mean, before that, it was, well, I don't know. There was a bit of it. You know, it just was like hush hush, like very like discreet. You know, like, in the old days, it wasn't so in your face, like front page magazine kind of shit. Right?
Well, it was always there for the initiated ones, the illuminated ones. They can read true
Right.
minds. I used to get made fun of 10 years ago when you got to read between the lines. You'll read between the lies, but a lot of people have never done that. And when I was younger, I didn't know how to do that either. I didn't have the decoder ring. You know, we got that numerology calculator 10 years ago or something. You can see through the lies because, or read between the lines. Does that make sense? They used to give out decoder rings in the 50s or something, and then they banned them. Same thing with those spiral tech things where you make the spirals. It's like illegal now.
Oh, are you talking about those little dials that are like a calculator?
Oh, like a decoder ring, you know, like you could read between the lines if you had a decoder ring. So you kind of,
All right, all right, like
and it seems
the,
like, you know, with all the info we kind of looked into with flat Earth and the Illuminati, we did get a little bit of piece of a ring, you know, decoder ring. it kind of messed me up a little bit because when you go to town, Matrix, the Masons are all around me with their, logos and their banks. They own everything that's in town. Never met a guy in town that owns something in town. But you know what I mean? All the logos are theirs. Where they're putting up Taco Bells and KFCs and stuff and banks, healthy living places. But they own all of that. But people don't kind of see that. They think it's like Moscow on the Hudson, all these different types of coffees, but there is only like one coffee. Just put a different name
Yeah.
on it.
Where does the bank owner store his money?
What was that?
I'm just wondering where the bank owner banks.
Yeah, the people that work in the banks just totally under the spell. Had to get something notarized last week, and the guy there he was under their spell, like a French guy. He told me, "I hope everything goes downhill for you," and I wasn't aware of that expression fully. I was like, "Don't you mean? Don't you hope it all goes uphill for me?" He kept on saying, "No, I hope it goes downhill for you," which means an easier path. But I forgot it meant that. But I'm stuck in Globyville. Yeah, I might as well rename my town to Globyville. Stuck in Globyville without a paddle. I can only afford a Honda. You know that song?
No, what is it?
I'm stuck in Globyville without a paddle, and I can only afford a Honda. No, that sounds like a good title for a song. What do you guys do all day? You got a flat Earth working? Day goes by pretty quick here. I just do my chores and I get to hop on the internet.
Yeah. Just working on a project at the moment. Building a greenhouse slash outdoor shade area. It's gonna be a half and halfer. Yeah. And the usual.
Yep, the usual. Day goes by quick no matter what the usual is going to be today. Just cleaning out the bedroom closet, going to paint that too. And I just found a spider that must have been living in there for who knows, as long as might have grew up in there, and I just had to put him outside. It's quite a shock for him, right? It's weird that I have dominion over the animals. I don't kill them. I let them free, but it must have been a shock for him from living in a dark closet. And now he's outside.
You probably do me a favor. You're probably starving in there. You actually find
Yeah,
some
really.
food now.
Yeah. Come in through the walls or something. He was very pale too. Yeah, pale looking spider. And then my cat looks at me all day long, wondering if I'm going to do anything important around here, and I keep on disappointing her.
Yeah, it's like our dog. He loves the warmer weather because I'm outside more often doing stuff, And we've just had winter, and so yeah, he's like bored because
You do look bored, yeah. The animals look a little bored.
he loves that little pug. He just like he hears like a motor sound, like a small motor, like even like just like a food processor or something, and he just associates that immediately to like outdoor, small engines, like lawnmower or whippersnapper, yard trimmer. He's like, yeah, let's go. He's so excited and like doing circles and whimpering. Come on, Dad, let's go.
I take my cat for a walk a couple times a day, but you can't really keep your eyes off her because she does that. She'll disappear when you turn your back. So maybe I got to get a leash or something, and we can go on proper walks. But yeah, it seems like they enjoy that, the animals going outside. If you're not a mouse, get out of the house. You ever hear that one? That's a good one. Tofu Kitty, that's a good name. I think she said something before.
Hi.
Yeah, how you doing?
Oh,
Haven't had tofu for a while. They won't deliver it to me. I guess you can go and pick it up or something.
I used to make these thick
It's kind
ass
of stuff.
tofu wontons, man.
Yeah, if you
And,
know how to cook
and
them, they're banger.
I'd give them to people. They'd be like, "Oh, these are really nice chicken wontons." I'd be like, "Guess again."
I'm a fan of tofu and kitties, so it's a good name.
okay. Thank you.
You like cats, or is that just a name a female would pick? I got the best cat movie ever.
Yeah, I like cats.
I uploaded the best cat movie on my cat channel. It's very rare. Hardly nobody has ever seen it, so it's something you probably have never seen before. I'm friends with the director. Get the link.
That's nice.
You're gonna like it, I'm sure. You mind if I send you the link? How can I send it to you? I can tell you the title, and you can look it up if you'd like.
Oh, my DMs are closed. Sorry.
Okay. You should send me a DM, and I'll send it back to you.
I don't know you yet, so
All right. It's called The Amazing Adventure of Marcello the Cat. It's on my cat channel
okay.
called A Big Fan of Cats on YouTube. If you
Alright.
watch YouTube, I uploaded it for people for free, and I still haven't got a thank you when they enjoy it. But I'm holding my breath.
Okay. Thank you.
A big fan of cats. Got like 3,000 subs. Should come up. Thanks, man. I'm actually thinking about running a couple of hundred of this movie on a bootleg. It was never released by a studio. When a studio doesn't want a movie, they give it to a smaller company and they make purple DVDs of it. And it's never really had a real release. On around town, and they'll put me in a newspaper for handing out a cute cat movie. I might edit it a bit more. My new claim to fame. Not that I'm looking for fame. My new claim to doing good work. Like, what do you do after Flat Earth? Like, all our work is done. You know what I mean? That was part of my good works chapter. Nobody? Okay. I guess I'll go back to cleaning the bird room.
Is it your cat in your profile image?
Did you find the cat channel too? Yeah, you're welcome.
No, I mean, there's a cat in your profile image. Is that your?
DM me DM me your channel or the video you're talking about. I'll give you a sub and a like. I'll send you a funny one I saw yesterday.
I think it was either you or Jedi. You said, look at this AI video about the plane pilot going, worried about the curvature. I posted that video. It was like my biggest short. I, like 4,000 views on that stupid video. You know what I mean? Give me a break. I think it was you who were talking about it. Good to see you. Yeah, I used to do flat Earth channels, but I think there's only 3,000 subs on the flat Earth channel. My name's being called. Yeah, not much going on for me as a flat earther these days. I've kind of been retired for quite a few years now.
Or DM me your YouTube link.
The flat earth one is Flat Stuff Earth. It's like my name here, but add the earth and maybe some spaces. It's got like
Check
a
this
cat.
one out. I'm just gonna post this one in the side chat stuff. I don't care. I'm gonna post it in the side chat because I saw this yesterday, and I must have watched it like 10 times and just cracked up every time. I just like kept on watching it and look at it, wait, and just laughing. Man, I can't get out. I just can't, man. It's it's still laughing at. And I don't know if it's real or not. Like I don't care. It's fucking funny.
I don't know. I'm not a fan of dogs, so the dog bark, and I can edit it, get that dog out of there if you want.
Yeah, go for it. I don't care that, but that is so cat. That is just so what a cat does. Like, it's hilarious.
Okay, flat stuff. You should put your YouTube channel on your bio.
I should. Thanks for the advice. That's a good idea. I just like to talk about it. So like when you do, I got the Flat Stuff Earth, and then I got that cat channel where that cat movie is. You just leave a comment, and I'll respond with the other. Nobody leaves comments. Like we used to have Flat Earth friends back in 2018, right? And like I check up on their channels. Nobody's have left a comment for them in 6 years. So it's either you don't know about it or you just don't like it. That's where we come to. That's even my channel hasn't had a new comment for 6 months or something, And that's why. Why would whatever. We given up. If we can't even get support from other flat earthers, that's how I think a lot of us felt. What about Isa? You guys like Isa? Why don't you ever leave him a comment on one of his old videos or songs? I find it insane. You guys even know who he is, unlike me, who you don't know, I find it weird. I'm the only person who leaves comments for these guys. Don't you remember Zayn? He used to make those flat earth songs. You don't dig that stuff? I don't get it. Maybe you guys are listening to Dolly Parton, but I'm listening to like flat earth music from the old days. But I noticed there's no new comments, so nobody's noticing it. We could just make new channels and put it out every day again, but I don't know. I guess we just don't want to do that.
What the video count is now on YouTube is like trillions.
I don't know. Well, you guys are from overseas, so you're not really Americanized with American people anyway. So, but who did you have? You had like the Speaker's Corner or something. Whatever happened to those guys?
Strong. But I was very Americanized as a child. I mean, like, yeah, like with the TV, it was very Americanized. Yeah.
But Matthew, send me a private message or something. I'll send you whatever we can. He said he sympathizes with me on the side chat or something. I'm like, yeah, you can send me a message, send me something. If you hear me in here before I get banned, I know Indigo doesn't, and those other guys don't really dig me too much, and I'm not everybody's cup of tea, but I'm not here too often. So. Were you saying, British guy? You're Americanized, but you live in Britain.
Not Australia. In Australia, growing up, I was exposed to a lot of American culture through the TV. Yeah.
Yeah, I like Australian people, or at least they seem to get along. At least I had a Australian friend. He was also pretty Americanized too. His favorite movie was Airplane. Yeah.
Right.
You can't be
Mine was
serious.
Star Wars. As a kid, mine was Star Wars. Yeah.
Good old days. Back in the old days on YouTube, you used to be able to have friends and chat to them right up there on YouTube. It used to be like chat with your YouTube friends. I don't know. That was a long time ago, it seems. The old
Wait, what?
days.
Say
Yeah.
again?
Well, back in the old days, you can talk to people on YouTube, like in a chat. It's like on the top. Probably like
Oh, they had like
8.
a forum.
But that's where I used to talk to my Aussie friend all the time. But since they stopped doing that, we lost contact.
I don't remember that. I don't remember them having like a forum. Wow.
Good day. Yeah, YouTube definitely gone downhill. But what else is new? Everything in this town has gone downhill. They tear down the old buildings to put like a pile of gravel. That's what they replaced it with. They had a 200-year-old building here. They left the window open upstairs when they were like messing with it. So all the rain we got just went right into the house so they can tear it down next year or something. These people are crazy. I don't know how I got on that subject, but my mind wanders. Yeah, thanks. It's all because of you. Sheryl Crow, you ever hear of that musician?
Yeah, for sure.
She's got a song coming out next month titled Flat Earth. Not only that, she's doing a tour right down the road. Some kind of
Oh, I
hillbilly
remember you
tour.
saying, yeah.
Like Nelson. I don't think it's been released yet, but they say it's going to be released next month or something. As soon as I saw she was touring, I'm like, yeah, I should go outside and try to talk to her. You know, these famous people are so hard to talk to. I got one on Facebook who's not even that famous. She hardly says a word. Maybe it's just me, you know. She talks to other people. Who knows? But yeah, famous people are weird, man. They're weirder than me. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the Sheryl Crow Flat Earth. Hopefully, it's not anti like the last couple of songs we got from these other people. See if you could find it. Yeah. And there was something released this month called Flat Earth Vultures. I didn't really like it though. A song. Whoa. Sound good?
Let's have a listen to this preview of Freedom Bus.
Did you search it up or something? If you don't search up flat Earth, it won't get popular. You know that, right? You don't like that joke either? No. The only one here not muted, yeah. Anybody got a favorite flat Earth song or anything? You guys listen to Truth music? Favorite Truth album or something?
I got a favorite song, but it's I don't think anyone else would like it.
Well, that's what I like, stuff people don't like, so.
Okay, I'll send you one then. Yeah, this one's kind of hard to find though because it's like they literally block it on the thing.
You're not going to send me Cartoon Ball by ODD, are you?
No, it's not that one. It's way better than that one.
That was a good one back in the day. That was his best song, maybe, Cartoon Ball.
I gotta find it now.
Yeah, I don't
I don't
listen
know
to
if it's a
today's
flat Earth
tracks,
song, but
but
Yeah, it's a flat Earth song. Yeah, the one I'm gonna send.
you know that
Flat
But this
Earth
song
one,
that's
Felix,
about
this
good
one,
one.
I'm gonna send it to the side chat. But this one, even if you look like as hard as you can look, you still won't be able to find it.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, so this one, you literally have to know exactly what to look for to find it.
A lot of my stuff's like that. The best video has like one view.
This is some like old
I
school
already
shit.
know.
I remember. I think they put this on. It was like a ridiculousness or something, but then they ended up taking it down.
That's funny. This was the first video I posted on my channel, I think. If you look at
Is it?
2017, I reposted it. This was the first one. I think I changed it up. I remixed it or something.
Yeah, this guy's crazy, bro. He just uh, it's funny because you can't even find his video because all the it counts as
Yeah.
dangerous misinformation, right?
Yeah. Only 140, not 150 comments now. He gets no love.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm surprised I don't see my comment up there. I don't.
it's because it's a repost. The original one. They took it down.
Oh yeah, here's Chief Crow left a comment 8 years ago. Normal lens ain't no bends. He likes that one.
Normal lens ain't no bends, bro. Dude, yeah, he's hella good with the rhymes though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. And that's the only name that sticks out. I'm not even represented here. So yeah, like in the comments section from the OG. I'm from Tosh. Oh yeah, this was played on Tosh O, right? And then Russian
Dude,
Vids got it.
yeah, it was. And they okay, here's the thing. If you try to find that video where they were playing it on the Tosh Point oh, you can't even find it. Like, because they
Tosh
took it
O
down.
also had Mad Mike the Rocket Guy on there before he died. And that was a long segment with the Rocket Guy. Remember? Yeah, Tosh O had some flat earth stuff going on. Twice
That's
at least.
crazy. Don't you know it's crazy that I remember seeing that. That's how I found it, right? I seen it this one time on Tosh.0,